There is an opinion that it is quite realistic to succeed ahead of the majority if you know your fundamental rights. It is said that prosperity and happiness is an inalienable right of every human being from the moment of his birth. In what follows, a detailed and proven plan will be revealed on how to make this right a reality. This plan can be applied immediately after reading it and integrated into one's daily life, starting the very next day. However, there is a claim that the current system deliberately prevents ordinary people from realizing this right. According to this theory, some individuals, having figured out the mechanisms of the system, have modified it to their own advantage, using others to achieve their own goals. But there is a method to change this situation by spending only a few minutes a day. It is claimed that this method is much simpler than it may seem. While the majority unconsciously follow imposed attitudes, individuals can break free from the influence and begin to create the life of their dreams. This method, it is claimed, opens the way to mindfulness, the way to regain the right to control one's own destiny. Perhaps attempts have been made to change something. Motivational literature has been studied. Inspirational videos have been watched. Personal growth trainings have been attended. But if the desired result is not achieved, it may feel that the problem is in the person himself. But the root of the problem lies not in yourself, but in the approaches you use. Perhaps the way to achieve your goals is not through convoluted techniques and multi-step strategies, but through simple, clear, and accessible steps. What is it that prevents your awareness, your clear perception of the world? Think back to your childhood, when every new day brought amazing discoveries. The world seemed boundless, and the possibilities seemed limitless. Where does this thirst for knowledge disappear over the years? We often find ourselves caught up in routine, work that is not satisfying, socializing with people who do not inspire us, and activities that do not give us joy. Days turn into weeks, weeks into months, and months into years. It is as if we fall into a dream, missing the bright moments of life. Somewhere in the depths of our souls there is an awareness of our own potential, a desire for more, but not understanding where to start and how to change our lives paralyzes us. Albert Einstein figuratively compared life to riding a bicycle. In order to keep the balance, it is necessary to move forward. What prevents us from following this principle? Let's be honest. First of all, we are hindered by the power of habit. Our brain prefers neural connections that are already well-traveled. It's comfortable in a familiar rut. Secondly, we are constrained by fear of the unknown. We fear change for fear of the consequences. And finally, we often lack confidence in our own abilities. We underestimate our potential, do not believe that we are capable of more than we have already achieved. There is a whole cosmos hidden inside each of us, a universe of possibilities and undiscovered gifts. Moreover, each person has been given the right to wealth and happiness. The question is how to realize this right, how to find your well-being. The path to happiness and wealth is often blocked by doubts, fear of change, and lack of faith in one's own strength. These are serious obstacles, but it is important to remember that many people face similar difficulties. It is these factors, which shackle most people with the chains of the usual, that open up incredible prospects for those who strive for more, who do not want to simply go with the flow, immersed in routine. Imagine yourself in a huge hall overflowing with untold treasures, shining mountains of gold in heavy chests, boxes bursting with precious stones, shelves stacked with folios with priceless knowledge. But everyone else in this hall is sleeping the sleep of the sleepless. They do not notice the wealth around them, and you alone are awake, able to see and act. An unprecedented opportunity of choice opens before you. Any treasure is yours. Take as much as you like, there are no limits. And so it is in life. While others are captivated by the slumber of the ordinary, you can begin to create your ideal life, brick by brick. To achieve wealth and happiness, you must regain the right to choose, the right to decide, and the right to take the first step towards your dreams. If you are used to existing in a state of constant sleepiness and apathy, do not seek radical changes overnight. Start with small but effective actions that require minimal energy expenditure. As the ancient sage Lao Tzu said, even the journey of 1,000 li begins with the first step. Every new day should begin with a small but tangible victory. Let it be a conscious choice. One small victory every day. It is important to remember that any complex task consists of many simple actions, and the key to success is consistency and regularity. For example, a glass of water right after waking up will jumpstart the body's metabolic processes. Adding a little lemon juice to your water will strengthen your immune system and slow down the aging process. Make a conscious choice in favor of healthy eating, even if it's just replacing sugary sodas with clean water at least once a day. Walk a couple of stops instead of your usual commute. It will wake up your muscles and allow you to enjoy the fresh air. By accomplishing at least one small victory every day, you will gain a significant advantage. You'll be amazed at how positively it will affect your well-being, mood, and energy levels. What's more, the simple exercise discussed below could become your favorite small victory tomorrow. After all, such small but regular accomplishments are the first step to living a conscious life. They are necessary to gain faith in yourself, in your right to build your own destiny. Now, we will talk about the power of simple decisions that will strengthen your ability to make choices and distinguish you from the majority. Just one simple decision a day, and you will begin to radiate a completely different energy, attracting interesting acquaintances and new opportunities. The power to make decisions. One simple decision a day. Carlos Castaneda claimed, "The effort spent on self-destruction is equal to the effort required for self-improvement." To experience the fullness of being, you need to step out of your comfort zone, to overcome patterns of behavior. Take responsibility for your reaction to external stimuli. Realize that instinctive reactions are the legacy of the animal world. Man, unlike animals, is able to consciously choose his reactions, not obeying innate instincts. Imagine a typical traffic situation. You have been cut off by another car. Instead of letting your anger and irritation get the best of you, try to react positively. It's likely that the driver made an unintentional mistake, as happens to all of us at times. It may seem difficult at first, but think of it as an exercise in making informed choices. When you notice a negative reaction, mentally say to yourself, "This is necessary, thank the higher powers for everything, and keep moving." Remember, negative reactions attract negative events, and on the contrary, a positive attitude generates a chain of positive moments. The balance of positivity and negativity determines the quality of life and affects your attractiveness in the eyes of others. Thus, your reactions to the world shape your destiny. It is no coincidence that there is a saying, "Everyone is the blacksmith of his own happiness." Hone your ability to make a conscious choice every day, starting each day with a simple but effective practice, which will be described below. This will help you find the meaning of life and realize what you are striving for. Exercise authentic life. What am I striving for? Imagine a compass. Its arrow always points north. Similarly, within each person there is an inner compass that points the way to true happiness, self-realization, to the soul's true purpose for which it incarnated in this world, choosing a particular body and mind. After all, each soul has its own unique mission, following which a person finds himself. This inner voice is your personal compass. It will help you to hear the quiet whisper of your soul through the cacophony of other people's judgments and expectations. You will learn to distinguish your own true desires from those imposed from the outside, which will allow you to focus your energy in the right direction, to live more consciously and harmoniously. There are people who have achieved external success but feel deeply unhappy. There are those who have built a brilliant career but feel an inner emptiness. There are those who are outwardly prosperous but lack a sense of deep inner connection. Why does this happen? Because these people did not follow the call of their heart, but other people's expectations, lived by imposed rules, played other people's roles. A musician who became a lawyer at the insistence of his parents, or a housewife who secretly dreams of her own business, are examples of such a situation. Their life is a continuous struggle between must and want, where must almost always wins. But at what price is this victory given? At the cost of feeling the meaninglessness of existence, deafening longing, endless following of instructions. You should not be afraid. Listening to your inner voice is not as difficult as it seems, although it requires discipline and honesty, first of all towards yourself. Let's begin with a 5-minute immersion in silence. These 5 minutes are not just a pause in your business, but a special time to connect to your inner world. Retreat to a comfortable place where you won't be disturbed, dim the lights, turn off your cell phone, and close your eyes. It is quite possible that at first you will encounter a chaos of thoughts resembling the humming of a bee swarm. This is a normal reaction of a mind weaned on stillness. To quiet this inner hum, concentrate on your breathing. Take measured, deep inhalations and exhalations, mentally counting. 2, 3, 4, inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. Gradually, the mind will find peace, and the inner dialogue will quiet down. It is in this silence that the source of your true wisdom is hidden. Having felt readiness for the inner dialogue, mentally say, I see myself, I see reality, I am who I am. I recognize and accept myself as I am. I love myself as I am. Feel the meaning of these words by repeating them to yourself. Then say to yourself, what I think about myself is what I am, supplementing this phrase with statements about desirable qualities. For example, I am loving and lovable. I am calm and kind. I am considerate and sexy. Do not strive to cover everything at once. Choose 2 or 3 qualities that are most important to you at the moment and work with them. Gradually, month by month, you will be able to add new qualities, thus forming an updated image of yourself. After establishing a connection with your inner self, ask yourself 3 fundamental questions. What does my soul long for? What does my body yearn for? What is my mind telling me? Don't rush the answers, but allow them to emerge like air bubbles rising from the sea floor. Perhaps at first you will be embraced by silence, or, on the contrary, your mind will be filled with a chaotic flow of thoughts. There is no need to be frightened. This is completely normal. Just observe the process without trying to grasp individual words or images. The goal is not to find the right answers, but to learn to listen to yourself, to pick up the subtle signals coming from the very depths of your being. It is important to remember that the soul, body, and mind communicate with us in different languages. The soul speaks in the language of feelings and images, the body in the language of physical sensations, and the mind in the language of words and logical constructions. Once you master the art of listening to these voices, you will discover a limitless source of wisdom and intuition. In the process of practice, various answers, images, or sensations may arise in your consciousness. Memorize them or write them down so you don't miss valuable clues from your subconscious mind, no matter how strange or insignificant they seem to you. Often, it is in these seemingly insignificant things that the key to understanding our true wants and needs is hidden. If the answers haven't come yet, don't be disheartened. Every new day we change, and what was hidden yesterday may become clear today. The main thing is to continue practicing daily, and then the answers will surely find you, perhaps in the most unexpected ways. At the conclusion of the practice, turn to yourself with the affirmation, "My soul, mind, and body are one and the same." After all, in time, your soul will certainly suggest its true aspirations, and your mind and body will willingly support it in achieving its goal. First, however, their basic needs must be met in order for them to function effectively. Perhaps now you are deficient in important microelements, or suffer from muscle blocks that prevent the free circulation of energy. Your body, as a faithful indicator, is sure to signal this. Express gratitude to yourself for the time devoted to self-knowledge and open your eyes. A detailed description of the practice is available at the link in the video description, Morning Notes. Having realized the true needs of the soul, body, and mind, it is necessary to start moving towards their embodiment. In order not to go astray from the planned course, it is recommended to keep a morning diary. Record in it the current state of your body, a feeling of lightness or heaviness, tension or relaxation. Note the emotional state of your soul, joy or sadness, confidence or fear. Reflect on what useful things you can do for yourself and for getting closer to your goals. These notes will help you keep track of your thoughts and feelings, find effective solutions to problems that arise. Remember that all the answers are already inside you. You just need to let them manifest. The path to a happy and realized life is not necessarily thorny and difficult. Thanks to the system presented, the reader gets a clear route to his goal. The key idea is one simple solution, one accessible practice every day. The author encourages you to subscribe, share the information with your surroundings, and activate notifications so you don't miss the next 6 videos. They will reveal the secret to finding purpose, both for yourself and your children. Viewers will learn acceptance and self-love, harmonious interaction with loved ones and the world in general. The proposed practices promise to be simple and effective tools on the way to the desired reality. The authors guarantee a step-by-step guide to achieving success in any area of life.